Hey, what's up YouTube? What is up, Aquamigos? Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Now before I really get started, I just want to give two shout outs. I have a shout out for the High Priestess and also a shout out for Elia Sarante. Sorry guys, I meant to give those shout outs in my last video, but I completely forgot. And today what I have for you guys is a bottle terrarium build. If you guys have seen in the past, I've done these before. Like, I haven't done one in a really long time. And I have this bottle right here that I've been meaning to make a terrarium out of for the longest time, so I'm finally gonna get around to doing it today. And this is a really simple project that anybody could do. I'll show you guys the materials you're gonna need to do this. So what you'll need is a bottle to start off with. I mean, it could be glass, it could be plastic, I guess, it doesn't really matter. And what we're going to be doing today is making a closed terrarium, meaning that we are gonna have the bottle closed. But you can do it open or you can do it closed. Whether you're doing an open terrarium or a closed terrarium, the building process is still pretty much the same, so whatever you guys wanna do, it's really up to you. And then of course what you'll need is some soil. I have a couple cups of soil right here. If you have a spray bottle, that'll really help you out, but it's not necessary, but you will have to put water in it after. And then over here, I have some gravel. You're gonna need gravel. That I'm gonna say that's mandatory. And then charcoal, that's pretty mandatory also. That's gonna really help you out. And also some screen door mesh, if you have this, that would really help out as well. And then you're also gonna need some plants. I tend to use succulents just because they're so easy to grow. And I have a couple tools here that I'll use along the way. And then also if you want like some little pebbles or like pretty rocks to use as decoration, that'll be cool too. And you might want something like I'm using this storage bin lid to, to contain the mess. And just remember guys, do not put, if you have children, do not put them inside storage containers. And all the techniques that I'll be using today, like they're pretty much all techniques that I've learned from Serpent Designs. If you've not heard of the Serpent Designs YouTube channel, I definitely encourage you to check him out because he makes some really crazy stuff, like way more advanced stuff than what I'm doing today. And if you decide at any point that you like this video, I would appreciate it if you went down there and gave this video a like. That would help me out so much. And if you want to see more videos by me in the future, make sure you go down there and hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell notifications button so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove this label from the front, and the way I'm going to do that is by putting a wet cloth over it, waiting for it to get soft, and then trying to peel it off without getting any of the labels stuck to the glass. So I'm just going to leave it like this for about 10 minutes, and then the label should be easier to take off. Now that I got the outside of the bottle all clean, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that the inside of the bottle is all clean. After you clean out the inside of your bottle, you can either let it dry or you can just go ahead and continue. The reason that you might want to let it dry is because since the inside of the bottle is wet, you'll get dirt sticking to the inside of the bottle, like on the sides. But what I usually do is if that happens, I get my spray bottle and I spray water inside and it gets most of the dirt off. But I will go ahead and just dry the outside of the bottle real quick. So the first thing we have to do is add a layer of gravel so that the water has somewhere to drain. And what we're going to do next is we're going to get our screen door mesh and we're going to cut out a circle the size of the bottle and we're going to lay that on top of the gravel. This right here is one of my homemade tools. It's just two plastic straws like connected to each other. And it really helps when working on stuff inside a bottle. So I would recommend doing that. And what we're going to do next is we're going to add a layer of charcoal on top of the screen door mesh. The reason that we're going to do that is because when you're putting water in here and it passes through the dirt, you want the water to get somewhat cleaned before it goes down here. And the charcoal is going to filter that water. And now what we're going to do is add our soil. Now the reason that you don't want the soil to mix in with the gravel below is because you don't want standing water touching the dirt, because if you have dirt in with the standing water at the bottom, the soil is going to turn putrid. And that's the reason that we have the screen door mesh for. It's to separate the charcoal and the dirt from the gravel below. Now, when putting in the soil, you want to keep in mind that the plants are going to grow roots, so you want to make sure that you put enough soil in for the roots to grow. Alright guys, so as you can see, I got like maybe 2.5, that's probably about like maybe 2.5 inches of soil in there, but I have it kind of uneven, and in the back here, there are several more. I mean, that's probably about, I don't know, maybe like 3.5 to 4 inches of dirt. What I want to do is I kind of want to have the ground be uneven inside, just to give it like a little like depth of field kind of. So what I might do is I might go in there and try to push some more soil up there with my little straw tool thing. And if you look at the bottom, some of the dirt did get down to the gravel below, but I assure you that that's probably most likely just around the edges where the it might have been able to slip through on the side of the screen mesh. So it's really not that much dirt, so I'm not too worried about that. And now I'm gonna spray some water inside just to make the dirt kind of stay in place. By the way, this isn't Febreze, this is just water now. And now comes the fun part, but also like the hardest part, and that is adding plants. I tend to just use like succulents because they're so easy to grow. But I mean, you can use like a variety of plants. Like check out this one. This is the first terrarium I ever made. And it's super old now, so it's like it's not looking too nice. I've had this one for a while, and I actually have some grass planted in there, and that grew really well as some succulents. And what I did is I ended up taking the tops off these to like kind of let the plants overflow, and that was pretty cool. I also have other plants that I grew straight from seeds. Like all the plants that were in this one, those were straight from seeds. And they actually like have all died. This is also a really old terrarium. So let's just have a quick moment of silence for this terrarium right here. All right, let's get back to it. Alright guys, so I have my trimmings in this cup with water right here, and one thing to keep in mind is that these plants will grow, so you don't want to take too many plants or plant too many plants inside your terrarium, because soon enough they will take it over. Also, if you have any nice rocks or decorations you'd like to put inside, this would be a good time to do that before you put in the plants. Alright, there we go guys, we are all done. In no time, those plants will take over that bottle, just like they did in my other terrariums. When it comes to actually placing the plants, it's really hard to get them in a specific place, so pretty much wherever you can get the bottoms of the plants into the dirt a little bit, enough for them to be fully in, like submerged in the dirt, that's pretty much your goal. And then the only kind of goal that I really had was I wanted that the last plant that I put in there, the one that's right below my finger, I wanted that one to be somewhat in the middle, like kind of where I got it. I would have liked it a little bit more center, but I mean, a little bit off center is actually better. And eventually they will kind of straighten themselves out and grow upwards. Now, I haven't really gone over how watering the terrarium works, but pretty much as long as you've gotten enough water initially in the bottle, you won't really have to worry about watering it at all. Just maybe every once in a while. Pretty much what happens is that when the water passes through the terrarium, it's going to get collected at the bottom with the gravel, and then it's going to evaporate and condensate on the inside of the bottle and kind of re-water the terrarium over and over again. As you can see, I already have some condensation on the glass, and then if you look down here, I already have some water collecting at the bottom. Alright guys, so that's gonna be just about it for this video. If you like this video, I would appreciate it if you went down there and gave this video a like. That would help me out so much. And if you want to see more videos by me in the future, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and also hit that bell notifications button. And if you're going to try to make your own closed terrarium like I did, or terrarium in general, let me know down in the comments below. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Peace!